A sharp knock on the door pulls Ayan back to reality. His boss is staring at him, irritated. "Are you even listening, Ayan?" He blinks, his mind scrambling to catch up. What was being discussed? Ayan forces a nod, pretending to understand, but his boss sighs. "This is the third time this week. Get it together." The door slams shut. Ayan exhales, rubbing his temples. It keeps happening, at work, at home, everywhere. His mind drifts mid-conversation, deadlines slip through his fingers, and his once sharp focus feels like sand slipping through a sieve. Something is wrong. He stares at the computer screen, but the words blur together. His to-do list is long, yet half the tasks are unfinished. He started cleaning his apartment this morning, but now he's scrolling through random articles on his phone, the dishes still piled in the sink. His keys? He lost them twice today. His phone? Left in the fridge yesterday. His thoughts are a constant storm, loud, chaotic, uncontrollable. Frustration boils over. It wasn't always like this. He was a bright student, quick to learn, full of energy. So why, at 29, does it feel like his brain is failing him? His friends joke about having ADHD when they forget something, but Ayan isn't laughing. This isn't just forgetfulness. It's like living in a world where the volume is always turned up, but the important things, the ones that matter, are drowned out. Sitting across from Dr. Shah, Ayan hesitates. "I feel like I'm constantly playing catch-up," he confesses. "Like I'm always behind, no matter how hard I try." The doctor listens intently. "Tell me more, Ayan. When did you start feeling like this?" Ayan thinks back. In school, he was easily distracted but managed. University was harder, but he coped by pulling all-nighters. Now in the real world, without structure, everything is falling apart. "I just thought I was lazy," he admits. Dr. Shah shakes his head. "This isn't laziness. This sounds like adult ADHD. It's more common than people think. Many don't realize they have it until adulthood, especially those who were never diagnosed as kids." The words hit him like a shockwave. ADHD. He always thought that was something hyperactive kids had, the ones who couldn't sit still, not someone like him, not an adult. The doctor explains further. ADHD isn't just about being unable to focus, it's a brain regulation disorder. It affects how the brain manages attention, impulsivity, and motivation. In adults, it can look like chronic procrastination, difficulty organizing tasks, forgetting deadlines, and even emotional dysregulation. The tests begin: structured interviews, questionnaires, cognitive assessments. Ayan fills them out, a knot in his stomach tightening. When the results come in, Dr. Shah is calm but firm. "You have ADHD, Ayan." The room feels smaller. His entire life, every struggle, every unfinished project, every forgotten deadline, it suddenly makes sense. "So, what do I do?" Ayan's voice is quiet, uncertain. Dr. Shah lays out the options. Cognitive behavioral therapy, also called CBT, to help manage impulsivity and structure his routine. Medication, if needed, to regulate focus. Lifestyle adjustments, using alarms, reminders, and accountability systems to stay on track. Exercise and diet changes to improve dopamine levels naturally. Most importantly, self-compassion. "You spent years blaming yourself, Ayan," the doctor adds, "but ADHD isn't a failure. It's a different way your brain is wired. You just need the right tools." Ayan steps out of the clinic, his mind racing, but for the first time in years, the fog feels lighter. This wasn't just a personal flaw. It was something real, something he could understand, something he could work with. He isn't broken. He just needs a new strategy, he thinks.